Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And it was just a little over 3 years ago that Matthew Stafford, in his first season with the Los Angeles Rams, helped guide the team to a Super Bowl victory. This was, of course, after 12 years with the Lions, where he was definitely an above average quarterback, but had never won a playoff game with the team. Now he's played 4 seasons with the Rams and, has performed quite well, but he is starting to age. He is 37 years old, and we've heard how, there's a standoff between him and receiving a new contract, and how the Rams have granted him permission to speak with other teams. So, some of those other teams have been beginning to be revealed. So this is via Pro Football Talks, Mike Florio. Giants, Steelers, Browns, Raiders, oh my, show interest in Matthew Stafford. Now, really only one of those 4 teams were competitive last year. Giants, Browns, and Raiders didn't come close to postseason play. But anyhow, via Albert Breer of SI.com, Giants, Steelers, Browns, Raiders have shown interest in Stafford, along with unnamed others. Of course, all those teams do need a starting quarterback for 2025. Released with a post-June 1st designation will help the Rams. It will cut in half the $45.3 million cap charge they take by trading him. Split in a number of 2 years. Of course, they'd still have to carry his 2025 cap charge of $49.6 million until June 1st. Now, we've heard reports that the Rams are looking for a first-round pick for him. This is via New York Post. Matthew Stafford seeking $50 million payday in Rams standoff as Giants Steelers linked. Rams quarterback is reportedly seeking a new contract worth $50 million per year, according to NFL Network's Peter Schrager. Nothing between them personally. This is a money issue. Matthew Stafford wants to be paid what he thinks he's worth. He wants to be paid more than $50 million. Again, mentions Giants, Browns, Raiders, and Steelers. I wonder who some of those unknown teams are. Could it be the Jets? Seattle Seahawks, if they decide they want to go with someone with a slightly higher ceiling than Geno Smith. I'm not really sure who else might be in the running for him. Trying to think of another team off the top of my head. Struggling to do so. I think the Colts don't want to give up on Anthony Richardson quite yet. But yeah, $50 million plus we see here. This is via Over the Cap. These are the highest average annual value salaries for quarterbacks. So we see that there are a total of 9 quarterbacks that are making it over $50 million per year, led by Dak Prescott, who signed that 4-year, $240 million deal. Now, you could say maybe, especially as the salary cap keeps rising, that Stafford deserves that, but you see the ages listed of all those quarterbacks. So the oldest is Dak Prescott at 32, and of course, as I just said, Stafford actually turned 37 years old on February 7th, so he's a good amount older than all the quarterbacks here. The quarterback he was traded for, Jared Goff, is part of that club, of course. Has performed quite well with the Lions, although hasn't quite been able to help him take that next step. But what are your thoughts? Who do you think would be the best? Who should go the hardest after Matthew Stafford? Now, I'm a Giants fan. I'm not sure how hard they should go after him. I know that they signed his brother-in-law to be, I think, what did they hire him as, like the assistant quarterback coach, something like that, which leads a lot of people to link Stafford to the Giants. I just don't know. They have so many holes. Is a 37-year-old quarterback the best way to, take up a lot of their salary cap room? Again, if he wants that $50 million per year, and we just saw another New York team take an aging quarterback, and that certainly didn't pan out. The Steelers, that could definitely be a good play for him. The Browns just so many issues. But if they were to get Stafford, would Myles Garrett rescind his trade request? Team like the Raiders, I mean, they do got Pete Carroll now, so that's definitely that respectable coach. And I really did like the hire. I'm just not sure they could be a contender at least anytime soon. But who is the best fit? Who should go hard after Matthew Stafford? Do you think the Rams will end up trading him? Definitely one of the more interesting stories that will happen during the offseason. I'm sure there'll be plenty of updates as the days go on. But anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.